We have a request for winter 15, part 4, question 3, test 1. And we have a bunch of molecules, and we have to put them in order of increasing boiling point. And as per our discussion, the two strongest intermolecular forces are hydrogen bonding between H and O and H and N in organic chemistry. So if you have any molecule that has H bonded to O, it should be at the top of your list. And we don't have one here, here. This is an aldehyde, I want to remind you. H is not bonded to O. This is not a hydrogen bonder. So we don't have any alcohols or carboxylic acids here. But we do have an amine with H bonded to N. We also have an amine over here. Oh, we have an alcohol. Sorry, I missed it. Stop. Stop, go back. H bonded to O, hydrogen bonding strongest for alcohol. So you're going to write that down. Explanation. HO, strong hydrogen bond. You want to write strong? I want to point out you can get away with not having full sentences here. Strong hydrogen bonding. And the NH one is 2. HN, weaker hydrogen bonding. They're at the top. Strongest hydrogen bonding is the strongest. What was it called again? Intermolecular force. H bonding. So that's why we put 2 second from the end. And if you're like me, if I cross them off after I talk about them, then I can move on. Next up is dipole-dipole. I'll remind you the 3 carbonyl containing molecules that have just dipole-dipole are aldehydes and ketones and esters. So do we have any of those here? And we have an ester right there and an aldehyde here. Now, if they have the same size, that means they're going to be real close. And they have an O with how many carbons? 1, 6, 7. So an O with 7 carbons. And this one has, well, let's see, 2 O's. In terms of mass, an O and a C aren't that different. So let's talk about it a different way. How many heavy atoms here? Heavy atoms being anything not H. I think it was 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 heavy atoms. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heavy atoms. Not as many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So both 1 and 6, not 5, 4, that was dyslexia. 1 and 6 have dipole-dipole, IM. You should say what IM means. There, I'm saying what it means. Back in the day, instant messenger, right? Dipole-dipole, IM, but 1 has less London. 1, that's a 1, has less London. It is, let's say less mass. Okay. And that means you're going to put 1 here and 6 here. Cross them off. All the rest are just C's and H's, right? Now, I'd like to point out, though, if there was a, don't talk unless you're near the camera. I'd like to point out that if there was a tertiary amine here, it would be treated like all the other ones that I haven't crossed off yet, because tertiary amines have about the same polarity as hydrocarbons. So just count the nitrogen as a heavy atom like a carbon and go from there. You'll see it in other exams. That's why I brought it up. It didn't occur on this one. So we just have hydrocarbons here. I'm going to count heavy atoms here, 8C. The next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8C. So there's a reason why one's going to be better than the other. And the bottom one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9C. So we're comparing, I guess I didn't do my explaining in the box, did I? We're down to IV, V, and VII. VII, more mass. More mass leads to more London. You can show it like that. I like that. More mass leads to more London. So that's why I put VII at the end of those three. And then I need to know of the two that have 8 C's, why is V or IV second and V first? V has branching. Branching lowers London. And IV doesn't have branching. IV is a chain, right? 8 in a row. Isn't that just octane right there? CH2s in the middle are just CH2, 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 CH2. And this one has branching on the second carbon, double branch, and the second last carbon, another branch. And I think one of the videos in the lectures from previous semesters talks about a branch, there's a branching video. You want to look at it. You don't have to, just remember that fact that you got this covered for a test. Sorry, I wandered off screen. There's another video somewhere during your lectures that'll have branching, and it's in the video title, so you can look at that for a reason why branching lowers London forces. And that brings to a conclusion this question. And see you on the other side.